I don't have ID and it's a public building. I'm not required to have ID in a public building.
Well, for the safety.
It's a public building. I mean, I'm not arguing with you. It's just, it's a public building, so.
That's fine, but
Yeah.
this is our policy. So.
Okay, well.
You just.
What's your name and badge number? Officer Baker, what's your badge number?
You got it right there.
What's your badge number?
Okay, I don't have to tell you that.
That is
free to walk with.
Reasonable suspicion
Of what
right
crime?
now, which is
Of what crime?
And I'm going to gain
suspicion
your,
of what crime? You're avoiding that question. You cannot restrict my.
Identify
you can't restrict
the moment.
You cannot.
You're not
the
under
Supreme
arrest, but you
Court.
are
Okay.
being detained.
You suspect me of committing a crime, sir.
All right, you can have a good day. Well, the crime would be I'm asking you, and you're failing to obey that law.
No, you need reasonable, articulable suspicion of.
You are not going anywhere right now. You are detained. This single illegal detention led to a massive civil rights lawsuit. They claimed policy required ID, but the US Constitution said otherwise. In today's breakdown, we expose 4 tyrants who forgot their oath. Behind the lens, it wasn't reckless defiance, but the steadfastness of someone who holds the law in their hands. In stark contrast was the officer's agitated confusion, realizing his absolute authority was crumbling before a tiny camera. What would happen if you didn't know the law? Would you tremble, hand over your ID, and let your privacy be violated? If you believe freedom must be protected with knowledge, hit like and subscribe to ID Refusal to help us spread this message.
Article. I was inside City Hall. She said she let the mayor get back with me, but I just left and came over to the police department. Just taking a few photos of the license plates, the tags, the inside of the cars, just trying to see the upkeep of them.
Okay. Do you have any identification on
I do not.
Know who you are when you're out here casing my place. I don't know what you're doing. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm just filming, that's all.
Okay, but you say that, but I don't know what you're doing. Filming police cars and looking in the police cars and tags and stuff.
Just for general public knowledge, that's all.
Okay, I need to see some identification.
I don't have any on me. Can I have your name?
Yeah, you step right over here in my car. I'll give you my name and I'll get yours. Okay?
Well, who are you?
I'm Sergeant Peavy.
Is there an officer above you?
The Chief of Police.
Chief of Police. Okay.
You want to talk to him too?
You might want to go get him.
Okay.
Because you're
go tell Chief.
You're above your.
I'm not.
I can show you, but I can tell you.
Don't walk off.
Well,
No, sir. Right
first
now,
off, I'm free to walk with.
Reasonable suspicion
Of what
right
crime?
now, which is
Of what crime?
And I'm going to gain
suspicion of what crime? You're avoiding that question because you done dug yourself in the hole.
Reasonable suspicion.
Of what
It is
crime?
not normal for some of me. Would you like me to explain it to you?
No, see, you're digging yourself in the hole now.
Me to explain
it's not normal. So you're telling me that every law that's written in the U.S. has to. Okay, then you just answered your own question.
Reasonable suspicion.
Of what
and
crime?
I'm going to identify
of what
you.
crime? There's no crime here. You just don't like my camera.
Would you like me to explain?
You're right. I'm gonna stop talking because I'm keeping doing what I'm doing.
No, you're not going anywhere right now.
You cannot restrict
my.
my.
Identify
you can't restrict
the moment.
You cannot.
You're not
the
under
Supreme
arrest,
Court. Okay.
Detained until I find out.
Detained for what crime? Tell me that, and have to tell me and tell my attorney what crime you're detaining me for. Let me hear.
Your attorney got nothing to do with
No,
between you and your attorney.
He has it. No, between you and my attorney to tell you a damn thing.
A public sidewalk in Panama City, where the freedom of movement is strangled by a wrongful command. A sergeant declares a detention without being able to name a single crime. In Terry versus Ohio, the Supreme Court ruled that officers must have specific facts, not just an unusual feeling, to stop a citizen. You're not going anywhere. You are detained. A legally hollow statement, yet loaded with intimidation. The officer is placing his ego above the law. He isn't just detaining a person, he is detaining the U.S. Constitution itself.
How you doing out here, brother? Can I talk to you, sir? Because this officer here is irrational. I'm David. Nice to meet you, brother. I'm doing a little filming out here in the parking lot. Not only has he threatened to detain me, and his suspicion is it's not normal. My question to him was, he said, sir, I've broken no law. I'm filming. I'll be on my way. He told me I was detained.
What I want you to do is I would like for you to at least look at see what it says, authorized personnel only?
In this parking lot or down there?
It's this whole section because
so
this
why
is
isn't
where
it?
They drive through Hurricane Michael, actually. We haven't had a chance to put all the signs up.
So until that sign is put up, there's no sign here for you to abide by.
The other question that prompted us to actually talk to you.
Yes, sir.
Out here in the public, there is no expectation of privacy. We all understand that.
Can you tell him that there, please?
He understands.
I would like for you to tell him that on camera,
What I want you to understand is that when we as law enforcement officers get calls from the general public to go out and find out what's going on, You know, if a person's carrying a television at 10 o'clock at night down the street, that's not normal. That gives us the right to at least talk to the individual to determine if they are committing a crime or have committed it. But
can I talk, please? Because you've said more than enough to answer all his questions. Okay. You said that y'all are obligated to come talk to find out there's a... Let's go back to you. Is there a crime being committed? No, but I want to talk to you. I want to talk to him first. Is there a crime being committed right now? So what crime do you see? There's a camera, there's a man in a parking lot. Where's the crime? You won't answer that because you don't put your foot.
In regards to you,
yes, sir.
Videotaping.
Yes, sir.
In a building.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the question is, and the concern is that this place for a potential robbery. Okay. So that is how the call came out.
You're joking, all right?
Understand, what is today's date?
Those
Today
sweet ladies,
is September the 12th.
The day after 9/11, and my heart goes out to every family that lost.
Edgy.
So those sweet ladies called you after I talked to them.
When you have an individual that comes in and videotapes and tries to go into authorized personnel.
Well, I didn't walk. I asked him. I said, hey, listen, I'll be down this hallway. She said, no, there's a sign there. I said, yes, ma'am.
But the thing is us to engage you in conversation to find out if what your intentions were. If you're just going around filming,
don't tell me that. Tell him that, please.
He's aware of it.
No, I want you to
He's one of my employees. He's
honor your oath and tell.
Listen,
honor your oath, and as long as I stay within a publicly accessible area, please tell him that. Tell him.
He's aware of it.
I want you to tell him, please. Make me feel better. You're a public servant. Please serve me. I want you to tell him. So you won't correct your officer in public?
No, I'm
you
not
won't
saying
correct
that I'm
your,
not correcting
well,
him.
can you tell him, please?
He knows because I just told him.
I want you to document
just like everybody on YouTube knows the same thing.
This isn't going to YouTube. This is going to the local news media because that is unbelievable. Suspicion of me filming is enough to detain me, and you're going to allow him to tell me that?
I asked yes.
You know you didn't.
I am going to allow him to circumstances.
But was there a law?
We received a call by the general
How you doing,
public.
buddy?
I have the right to find out. So we have the opportunity.
Fourth Amendment right to protect me from you.
Okay.
I have a Fourth Amendment right to protect me from idiots like you.
Right.
I have a right.
The truth. No,
I got a First Amendment right that allows me freedom of speech.
All right. So
it is on video, and the whole world's gonna see it. Okay, and I hope your family doesn't watch. Y'all can go back inside.
You have a wonderful day.
I will. I promise I will do my best. Go ahead, follow suit, partner. Bye.
You still
going to follow suit? Holler at your partner.
Because the chief said so.
No, because I'm telling you to. Bye.
No, you don't tell me anything.
I bet you're gonna go in that door.
You have a nice
I bet you're gonna go in that door. You're harassing me now. I've done nothing wrong. Please leave.
There's no need.
I'm not upset, but tell your sergeant to swallow his ego here and just leave.
No, you now, all right?
To do what?
We are de-escalating.
And I'm trying to de-escalate. No. I'm de-escalating.
It back
How?
I'm
no. So his ego is in effect, and now your ego because you're telling me I'm belittled. Okay, it's over. All right, I'm done talking.
You're creating a scene out there.
Thank you. I will try. I will. Please, y'all be safe out there. All right, y'all be safe.
Right across the street from the South Haven City Hall, where we had a pleasant experience just now. Let's take a look around the publicly accessible areas of the parking lot, and then we'll go inside. So far, so good. No issues. Hey, how are you? Good. No. Your name is Sergeant?
I'm Lieutenant Cook with the South End Police Department.
And your name, Sergeant?
Jeffy. Around like taking photos of people's tags and in their cars and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, I'm a journalist. I was taking pictures of like the different license plates and stuff.
So, taking personal license plates and government tags, or?
Well, I don't know what's the difference.
One doesn't.
Well, one of them over here says law enforcement on it, so I don't know. You know what I mean?
Are you from Mississippi or?
Oh, I'm not from the area. No.
Where are you from?
Don't want to answer that. Yeah.
Who do you work for? We're journalists.
I'm independent, meaning that I work for myself. That's
correct.
Do
you have ID on you? Type of form of identification?
No.
With a picture on it?
No.
Nothing at all?
No.
Do you have an ID out of a state? For us, when we get out and speak with somebody, we identify who they are, so that way we can add it to our CAD notes, so that way if something happens or if somebody wants
And I don't make it a habit. It's my policy not to identify myself.
Okay.
Unless I committed a crime, no. Or
it's not necessarily you committed a crime. Again, it's when we make contact with the public, we usually get a name, date of birth, some sort of identification for them, whether it be via citation if they've made a traffic stop, or it's a haul.
Yeah.
So say somebody's walking around out here looking suspicious, taking photos of people's cars, of their license plates, and that kind of stuff.
Completely.
Right. So that policy is, I'm going to ask you for your identification. So if you don't have it on you, I need to get your name, date of birth then.
My policy is I don't identify myself unless you suspect me.
Then I'm going to ask you to stop recording. Do that, then we'll take it up from the stuff from here, and
Why would you stop me from recording?
Because there's no need for you to be out here.
So you're saying because I won't
I'm asking you to leave is what I'm asking you.
because I won't identify myself to you, you're saying that I cannot engage in my content.
I'm asking you to leave. Is what I'm asking you.
But I have every right to be here, no?
Well,
but I have it's not a tit for tat. Okay. That's not very professional of you.
What was your name?
That's not very professional, sir.
What was your name?
Sir, I don't give my ID unless you suspect me of committing a crime, sir.
All right, you can have a good day. Well, the crime would be I'm asking you, and you're failing to obey that law.
No, you need reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime that I'm committing or I'm about to commit in order to demand.
You just did by not giving me your.
Just outside South Haven City Hall, Mississippi, where Southern hospitality abruptly vanishes, a police lieutenant forces a citizen to leave simply because he refuses to identify. In Mississippi, even as a stop and identify state, officers must have reasonable suspicion of a crime before demanding ID. I'm asking you to leave because you won't give me your name and date of birth. This is unlawful coercion. The officer believes his rank can substitute for the law. He is intentionally trying to flip a lawful act into suspicious behavior.
I know who he is. He's one of these.
Just because I know the law, you know who I am?
All right.
I understand what you're asking me, sir. I understand.
Every vehicle out here is for an officer.
I
Some
understand
of these are
that.
public cars, the people that are up here that are following or talking to us because something happened to them that involves the law enforcement needing to be there. So now you're taking a photo of a car that law enforcement outside of the contact that needs to be made with them.
You guys run plates all day. Anybody who's parked in,
right to do that.
if I'm in Walmart and I'm going inside of Walmart, I can see the plates from anywhere I can. Sir, I think you're being unreasonable.
I'm not. I'm being very reasonable.
What you're trying to do is violate my constitutional rights, and I'm not going to let that happen here today.
There's no violation going here. You're going to post this too so I can watch it later?
No, you'll find it. I guarantee you. You'll be very much aware of where it's. You guys can have a great day now.
Thanks.
Thank you. You took an oath to uphold the Constitution. I'm one of those guys. One of those guys who knows the law. Do you see?
That would have children in it, like a school.
Okay, I don't think I need a ID in a public building, but
Okay.
yeah, I just wanted to walk around and kind of walk around, see what y'all do here.
Okay. Well, just for safety reasons, we do check-ins for our building, and so if you don't have an ID.
Don't have my ID on me. I'm not required to, take it with me or anything. So
Okay.
I'm not driving, so.
Okay. No, I'm sorry, we can't let you in without an ID.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there a policy or?
Yeah, we actually, I don't know if you've noticed, so we do have signs that are going up that I've actually approved this week.
Okay, so yeah, until those signs, or is there a
To me about it.
Okay, well, I don't have ID and it's a public building. I'm not required to have ID in a public building.
Well, for the safety.
It's a public building. I mean, I'm not arguing with you. It's just, it's a public building, so.
That's fine, but this is our policy. So.
Okay, well.
In the lobby of the Forsyth County Board of Education, the air grows thick as the line between security and liberty blurs. Supervisor Jennifer blocks the path, using internal policy as a steel wall to demand ID. However, under the Fourth Amendment, your privacy cannot be stripped away just because of a newly posted sign. That's our policy, she insists. But in reality, the landmark case Heibel v. Nevada confirmed officers cannot demand ID without specific criminal suspicion. She believes policy is supreme, but the Constitution is the supreme law of the land.
You are more than welcome roaming freely without among the building.
Public accessible areas are strictly fine. There's a sign there. Hallways, public areas are completely, allowable under the law, not policy.
Okay.
So.
That's our policy. So I'm not familiar with the law that you're talking about. I can have one of our sheriff's deputies.
Actually doing so.
Okay.
I don't have to have a ID in a public building. I mean, policy doesn't trump the law, but somebody.
But I can have our school resource officer come over, but.
That's fine.
I just can't allow you.
Okay, I'm gonna call my attorney.
Would you like the name of our attorney?
No, I don't. I don't need it. I have mine, so I'll just gotta double check, make sure that.
Okay.
That's fine. So we are being denied access because I don't have my ID on me, which is not required if I'm not driving a vehicle. Well, I mean, it's no, there's no law that says I have to. This is a public building. So, I mean, restricted areas, I'm not going into any, I'm just here gathering content for my story, and you're holding it up, unfortunately, but that's fine. We'll wait for him to enter this anywhere in here, but we'll see. Let me look at this one. Now I'm talking about the sign out here.
Can't go back in offices.
If it's not restricted. Okay, well, can you get a supervisor or someone?
Yeah, and I told him, he asked for a supervisor, and
Yeah,
I said, I work in this area, but ask for law.
Yep, and it's a public building. You can't restrict access in a public building unless it's restrict. Oh, we're gonna find out, yeah, because it's a law. I mean,
Well,
yeah.
I believe that sign says the office suites and the meeting rooms are restricted areas.
Office suites and meeting rooms are restricted.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so hallways are not restricted. Well, we'll figure it out.
Want me to add hallways to that?
It's not, whatever your policy is, but what I'm telling you is that this is and I'm working on my story, and you're restricting my story because I'm working on my story. You restrict whatever. I don't know the reason why, but like I said, maybe we'll figure it out.
Safety, as you can see right there.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello. Yes, this is Todd Shirley, Chief Operations Officer. Has given you the correct information. Those suites are locked areas, and it's clearly posted on the other side. You are welcome to walk around. You are welcome to walk into the public boardroom, but you are not going in anywhere else.
Okay, well, if hallways and if freely walk there, that's.
I don't care if you.
Well, I mean, it's not your decision where I walk to. If I don't go in a restricted area, then that's.
Yeah, it is.
It's posted out there.
It's posted. Meeting rooms.
If you come into our building, you still have to sign in.
Office suites, I think it says, it's deemed restricted. So that way, that any restricted area. But if it's not restricted, okay. Well, you're in down a hallway.
Who is my employee?
I don't know, but want to speak up now?
That I'm not his employee. We all work together.
Okay.
But I have informed him that since he said he's never stories, he said he doesn't need my assistance.
Exactly.
I told him he can freely be in our lobby and attend a meeting. He does not have a photo ID for me to scan to allow him to have access anywhere else. And the other areas are restricted. Thank you. He asked for my supervisor, and I said, "You got it." And
so I'm gonna walk around in the public accessible areas to do, which is well within my rights to do so, and like I said, which is well within my rights to walk around and record anything that I can see in a public accessible area. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Well, I'm gonna walk around and I will. I'm gonna.
You just have yourself a blast and do it.
I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna do that. And what's your name again and position with? Okay. Thank you. So.
Well, we're trying to handle this as nice as we can.
Oh yeah, sure. No, you didn't act. It's all good.
I did tell you my name. I told you my name was Todd Shirley, Chief Operations Officer.
Okay.
You better not be rude to Jennifer Cratchit.
Well, I haven't been rude to. That was exactly what I've done.
We know what you're doing.
It does sound rude.
Oh well, I'm definitely not trying to be rude. I can't hear you, sir.
I said follow directions of the staff, please.
Direction of the staff.
You're going to follow directions.
I'm going to follow the
Let's
law.
don't take this word on here.
It's not going to go anywhere it needs to go.
Like
So.
I said, we can do the public.
In the hallways, I don't need an escort, but if you want to, let's go. How you doing, sir? Name and badge number?
The lady at the dispensary, she was just saying something I couldn't hear. It's crazy that this is like right in the same parking lot as the police department, man. Go inside and get some FOIA request forms, but I wonder what she was saying. I don't want to go on their property. I know that's... So, I'm not sure. Young lady right there. I don't know who she is, but she... Okay. To that lady that just was screaming something. Starting to feel like they don't want me out here. I think that's what it is. What's going on, officer?
She came in. Why are you recording everything?
She said something?
Yeah.
What did she say? Hey.
She's that you're taking pictures of all these cars here.
Oh.
Nothing illegal about it, but you just.
What's your name and badge
why.
number? Officer Baker, what's your badge number?
You got it right there.
What's your badge number?
Okay, I don't have to tell you that.
That is part of your policy to tell me that. What's wrong, sir? Why are you coming out?
I'm just asking why you're taking pictures of it.
But I mean, if you're going to engage me, you can't give me your badge number like your policy states? Oh, man. Come out being unprofessional.
Not with a suspicious.
No, I don't provide ID. Minus a crime.
Well, here's the thing. You're acting suspiciously. Somebody's report involved. So I need some identification.
It's suspicious felony or misdemeanor.
Okay, it's neither right now.
So, okay, then, if I'm not suspected,
you're not
exercising my First Amendment right.
Okay,
Are you going to wage war on that today, sir?
I'm not looking to wage war. Somebody's saying that you've been over in Waukegan or
That's correct.
Dunkin' Donuts.
That's correct. I'm exercising my rights today, sir.
I understand that. Reported as being acting suspicious.
By recording.
It's my job. You're not doing anything wrong.
That's correct. So why would I have to disclose my information?
Because somebody's reporting activity that.
Well, all you have to do as an officer is let them know that I'm not doing anything illegal.
Okay, you're not doing anything.
So
The Park City Police Department parking lot, where patrol car lights reflect a fiery confrontation. Officer Baker approaches, intentionally concealing his identity and demanding ID based on robbery suspicion. This is a textbook abuse of power. Under the First Amendment, recording police is a protected journalistic activity. I don't have to tell you my badge number, Baker challenges. Wrong. Most department policies mandate officers identify themselves. This refusal can lead to charges under deprivation of rights under color of law.
Why didn't you convey it to him, sir?
Ask you what you're doing, and you're not.
And I just told you, I said I'm standing here, exercising my First Amendment right to record in public.
Have a good day.
You still don't want to identify yourself?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, I'm going to come in and file a complaint on you. Definitely, man. Directives.
You have to get some ID in order to fire.
No, absolutely not, man. You turning out to be a tyrant, Officer Baker. Complain. Wow.
All right, go ahead and ask. Don't say the same thing.
Okay, well, then that means they're going to hinder me from filing a complaint. File some FOIA requests on you guys as well. Okay.
Please, go ahead. Paperwork to file a complaint.
Yeah, and I need to speak with a higher authority officer as well. Someone, sergeant, lieutenant, deputy. So this officer here tried to just come and infringe on my rights. Want to be able to make those people aware. Making your department look bad, man.
Okay.
Coming out asking for ID, knowing you don't have a right to it, and I'm suspicious when all you had to do was tell him he's doing nothing wrong. That's crazy.
Okay, well, whatever. I'm going to have you fill out this.
Yeah, I'm definitely, yeah.
If you want to go ahead and have a seat, here's the paperwork for you to fill out.
Okay.
No problem.
What's your name, ma'am?
It's Jones.
Jones. Thanks a lot, Jones. Officer of higher authority, or Officer Baker there, he comes out and be getting all close. He's trying to intimidate, but we ain't intimidated. So we'll see. Definitely. Then he talk about I need an ID. Stop it, man.
Officers are intentionally blurring the line between a request for cooperation and a lawful order. Under the U.S. Constitution, coercing a citizen to produce ID without specific evidence of a crime is a blatant violation of the Fourth Amendment. Police are not permitted to use intimidation to force you to surrender your right to remain anonymous. This lack of transparency demonstrates exactly why we need independent journalists. Without these cameras, unlawful coercive acts would remain in the shadows. As legal experts say, liberty is not something we ask permission for. It is something we must defend with steadfastness. If you do not stand up for your rights today, you are inadvertently allowing them to strip everyone's rights tomorrow. An officer cannot enforce the law by breaking the law. I am ID Refusal. Thank you for watching and for joining us in defending the Constitution.